I think I should probably start the way Father Mullen started by saying, in the name of the Father, so that usually works. But good evening, St. Peter's Prep. I can't tell you how excited I am to celebrate this historic occasion with you. St. Peter's Prep turns 150 years old at midnight tonight. How great is that? And it's so great to be with you in this gorgeous setting, the Liberty Science Center, located just a mile from Grandin Warren in Liberty State Park. While Liberty State Park is renowned for its $1 million view, the view that is truly priceless to me tonight is right here in this room. And that view is you. Tonight we gather over 675 members of the Prep family, a sellout crowd at our largest gala ever. The last one was 525 a few years ago. We're so proud to literally roll out the red carpet tonight for you, alumni, former and current faculty and staff and coaches and board members, past and present parents, some students, and of course, friends of Prep. I'm also happy to welcome some of Prep's former presidents, and please join me in celebrating them tonight. That's Father Ken Bowler, Father Bob Reiser, Father Jim Keenan, and Father Joe Parks. And I know this goes without saying, but we certainly want to send a special round of applause to Dama Santana for putting together a magical night. Let's hear it for Dama. So in the magic of this night, we're celebrating 150 years of pride and glory, then, now, always. We recognize how St. Peter's Prep has touched our very souls, and taught many of us as alums, and taught many of your sons, and really taught many of us as teachers, how Prep has taught us how to learn and how to think, knowing that there's a difference, how to pray and how to love, knowing that both are challenging, and how to speak not just with words, but with actions, and how to listen not just with open minds, but with open hearts, knowing that both are sorely necessary. In short, we recognize and we celebrate the house that has built and continues to build and will continue to build men, great men for and with others. Pride and glory, then, now, always. And tonight we also recall and celebrate our personal Prep stories. How could we not, with 675 members of the community together? We celebrate the people, the places, the moments, the many threads that not only make up, but forever tie together the fabric of the 150-year-old Prep story, our story. And we know our stories have their own Prep vocabulary that spans the decades. Words like Hogan, Burke, Mulry, pride and glory, jug, 144, half sheets, practices at Lincoln Park, 4-minute passing periods, Cave-in Point, Roosevelt Stadium, Grandin Warren, the Academy Deli, required Greek and Latin, Emos, AMDG, Seabright, Spring Dress Code, Scholastic, Summa Petri, Marauder, Peacock, Petrie, and the Plaza, the Pack, the Commons Moriarty, and of course, Prep Magic. And I haven't even begun to name so many legendary teachers and coaches, each the protagonist, or maybe sometimes the antagonist in so many of our stories. Prep Magic. And speaking of Prep Magic, tonight is not just the grand celebration of our 150th. Tonight is also a night to look ahead with much confidence and hope and an awful, awful lot of joy. I am proud to announce Prep's 4th capital campaign since the early 90s, and it is entitled Forever Forward. This campaign will focus on a full renovation of what I call the English building, or what many of you know as the Humanities, Freshman, or Science building. Each of the building's classrooms will get a floor-to-ceiling renovation, and we will significantly expand our art studio space and create an art suite on the 4th floor. We'll also add more space in the library by building a mezzanine, so 2 floors in the library now. And then finally, we transform our strength and conditioning facility into a state-of-the-art fitness center. And we do all this while maintaining the building's beautiful historic character as the most iconic building on our campus, and dare I say, the most iconic building in downtown Jersey City. Prep. In our hearts, and I'm sure in yours, a capital campaign that gives the English building this much-deserved prep love. It just feels right for the 150th. And I'm extremely proud to tell you, to start this campaign, just last week, Prep has received the largest one-time gift in Prep history, and that is a $5 million gift from a donor who wishes to remain anonymous, which is great. It's a great start to the campaign, and I know you're turning to each other, and no, it is not Mr. Sheehan. It is not Mr. Sheehan. But it is forever forward for today, for tomorrow, and for Prep. So let that same spirit of generosity inspire us tonight as we gather to support, AKA raise a lot of money for the St. Peter's Prep Financial Aid Program. Every dollar raised through sponsorships, through your bidding on the silent auction on your phones right now, not checking the Nova score, through the live auction that's coming up in about a half hour, and through our Fund a Scholar program tonight, all of that goes directly to the program that serves 45% of the student body. 45% of our students are on financial aid, so we need your help tonight. Your generosity tonight helps young men who could not otherwise afford St. Peter's Prep. Your generosity helps them be a part of the brotherhood, and your generosity exemplifies Prep for life. So thanks for being here tonight. There is a glass of champagne in front of you, so let's all raise a glass for a toast. All gathered here tonight represent the rock and foundation upon which Prep was built. You represent our current reality of joy and gratitude. You represent a reality that looks forever forward to an awfully bright future. You, my friends, you are the then, the now, and the always. To 150 years of St. Peter's Prep and to 150 more. Prep forever. Cheers.
Good evening, Dr. Gomez, Mr. D'Angelo, board members, faculty and staff, parents, and friends of Prep. I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Much like the traveler in Robert Frost's iconic poem, at the end of my 8th grade year, I'd found myself at a crossroads with a choice to make. Coming from my small hometown of Pequannock, New Jersey, I live not far from many Catholic high schools in town which are just minutes away from my home, and attended by many friends that I've had for most of my life. On the other hand, attending St. Peter's Prep meant an hour-and-a-half commute every single day, leaving at 5:45 each morning, in the dark and sometimes cold, to a school 4 times the size of my elementary school, in an unfamiliar urban environment where I knew absolutely no one. After 2 visits to Prep through the Freshman for a Day program, there was an undeniable energy that drew me to Prep. Perhaps this energy was the Prep magic that Dr. Gomez speaks so fondly of. So I traded that coveted hour of sleep for an NJ Transit ticket, and my journey to Prep began. With graduation just 5 short weeks away, I stand at a crossroads once again. As I look back on my journey through Prep, I can honestly say, without reservation, it was one of the best decisions of my entire life. I began Prep with a love of learning, but I leave here with the valuable skill of the ability to think. The teachers here at Prep do not simply teach you the subject at hand, but instead empower you to think for yourself. As passionate as they are about truly educating us, they are equally devoted to our development as individuals and as men for others. In these unprecedented times, as we all navigated the pandemic, Prep's teachers and administrators worked tirelessly not only to ensure that classes proceeded uninterrupted, but gave generously of themselves by being available after hours and exhibiting genuine care for our well-being. At the same time, Prep has also instilled within me my own deep sense of care for the well-being of others. Thanks to Prep's steadfast commitment to focus its students on the needs of the world around them, a Prep student graduates having served his community for at least 200 hours of community service. Thanks to the tremendous efforts of our campus ministry department, I myself spent an unforgettable week assisting the underserved in Camden, New Jersey. And in Camden, I tended the grounds of an impoverished school and planted vegetables in community gardens. Through service opportunities like my trip to Camden, Prep ensures that it graduates men deeply committed to social justice in the true Jesuit tradition of service to others. While a student at Prep spends many hours on his quest to become an independent thinker with a compassionate commitment to his community, there is still plenty of time to have fun and make some tremendous memories along the way. I will remember, for as long as I live, standing in goal on the soccer field at Caven Point Stadium, vying for the state title against Seton Hall Prep for the first time in 21 years with my Prep brothers. While we may not have gained the W that day, we gained memories I know I will cherish always. Through my participation on the student council, the soccer team, the volleyball team, the mission drive, the mental health committee, the Freshman for a Day program, and the Science and National Honor Societies, I've developed into a well-rounded man with some of the best friends and Prep brothers I could have ever hoped to meet. That's right. As I look back on my time at Prep, I also know I have not walked this road alone. With my family, my Prep brothers, Prep's tremendous faculty and administrators, who walked along with me each step of the way. And through the generous support of all of you here tonight, this life-changing journey has been made possible. By giving of yourselves, each of you truly embodies for me the Jesuit mission that inspires St. Peter's Prep, being men and women for and with others. There are many young men here at Prep who simply could not attend this amazing school without your help. For that, on behalf of my classmates, I am very grateful. In further thanks to all of you, my path ahead is equally bright. As a result of the incredible education I received here at Prep, I am blessed to share with all of you tonight that I have been accepted to 8 colleges and universities. These places include Holy Cross, Bates College, Lafayette College, Fordham, Fairfield, Providence, Scranton, and Loyola Maryland University. And to make it even greater, I have been offered scholarships and grants that total over $500,000. Without the unselfish giving of each and every person here tonight, the future would not be as bright as it is for my Prep brothers or for me. I am so tremendously grateful that I took the road less traveled by coming to St. Peter's Prep, for it has made all the difference. From the bottom of my heart, thank you all so much for making this possible to me. Pride and glory, then, now, always. Thank you so much.